Let's see what's going on with these cases here.
Today, we're diving into a chaotic showdown at a 7-Eleven in Marion County, Florida, where deputies respond to reports of a bold female suspect. Meet Manisa, storming behind the counter and swiping cigarettes right under the clerk's nose. What starts as a routine theft call quickly spirals into a high-stakes struggle as Manisa fails to follow the deputy's commands. This footage captures the raw intensity of law enforcement in action, reminding us just how unpredictable these situations can get.
Turn left. Approaching destination in 1/2 of a mile. Approaching destination. Now, you have left the route. Please return to the route or press recalculate for a new route.
66 down there, son. She's been bored. Flipping up. Yeah. Who? Pink shirt?
She has to go to VA because this is how she has.
Okay, who was behind the counter stealing stuff?
Her. She has.
Okay, what? Okay, take everything out of your pockets, put it on the counter.
Aisha, please take it out.
Officer.
Aisha, take it out, Aisha.
Put everything in your pockets on the counter. Hey, everything out of your pockets on the counter, please.
And I have
Hold on to those.
funds
Okay,
to
let
pay
me see
for what I
those.
took. And I asked
Let
them
me
to give
see.
them to
No,
me.
because she's
Everything out of your
trying to
pockets
steal a
on the
bunch
counter.
of shit basically, and they need her to empty her pockets,
Aisha, everything out of your pockets on the counter.
but she doesn't want to do it.
Because I said so. On the
But
counter,
you said so
please.
it's not an explanation. That is not
Don't want to do it.
That's why I get everything out of my pockets and on the counter.
Yeah. Did she come behind the counter?
Yeah, she did.
Let's go out to my car. Let's go out to my car. I'm not going to ask you again.
I know you're not gonna
Let's please go out to my car.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to arrest you or take you to the ground.
I know you just arrested me to the ground.
Nope, I'm not trying to take you to the ground. I'm trying to work with you.
Trespassing before.
Okay, let's go to my car and talk.
We can talk right here. I want you to tell me.
Dude, why do these people always fucking cause issues? They always want to fight, even though they've been caught
Let's go
red-handed.
out to my car and get this figured out.
Always these fucking people, man.
Aisha,
The usual suspects, man.
Aisha, let's go.
Caught
Come on. What is your name?
They even remember. I think she's a repeat offender too.
My name is Marcia.
What is her name?
Her name is Manisa. Manisa.
Who's Kim?
Kim is her sister. Is on the phone. I know more about her situation.
What would you like to be called?
I would like to be called me.
Me? Okay, let's go out to my car, please. I really don't want to take you to the ground in your store. Okay, let's go.
You don't need to touch me either.
Come on,
Okay.
let's go.
Literally.
Let's go.
It doesn't matter. You're being annoying.
Drop the pot on the ground. Put the pot on the ground.
Here.
Put the pot on the ground. Give me
I will
pot.
punch you in the face.
If you punch me in the face, you will get tased. Put the pot on the ground. Put the pot on the ground. I'm not playing with you.
Uh-oh, she's gonna get fucked up now.
66, 755, please. I'm not playing games with you.
And I know this.
Oh, here we go. Oh, knocked the body cam out of his.
Would you stop?
I suggest you just call up the cops.
Put your hands behind your back now.
Why are you doing this?
Put your hands behind your back.
What are you doing? She's literally resisting arrest.
Stop right now. Give me the pot.
You told me I wasn't being arrested in there.
Keep it clear.
Why are
She's
you
just not
threatening to
cooperating.
tase me?
Back up right now.
I need an answer.
Everything out of your pockets.
You told me I wasn't being tased. You told me I wasn't being arrested. Why are you threatening to tase me?
Because you're being annoying. Oh, she did it again. Oh, dude, she's doing it on purpose too. You know she's.
Get down on the ground right now.
Here.
661. I got one at Taser. She's not cooperating.
Sir, she's sick. Don't taser her. She's sick.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around,
I don't need to.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back right now.
She have an implant in
Turn
her
around.
brain.
Put your hands behind your back. You're gonna get tased.
Sir, she have an implant in her brain.
Turn around. You're gonna get tased. Either you can work with me or you're gonna get tased.
Aisha,
Yeah.
Kim said to listen.
I'm listening.
I can't go. He said not to come. He said not to come.
Are you gonna work with me or not?
I'm working with you.
Aisha, look.
Why are you threatening to tase me?
The funny thing is, this cop has every right. He could tase her if she wanted to, but he's doing everything in his power not
Turn
to.
around. Put your hands behind your back.
One question and you're refusing to answer.
Aisha, listen.
And then now she starts resisting too.
Aisha, my friend.
Cut it out.
You're gonna get tased now.
Aisha!
66.
Quit
Taser.
fighting, Aisha!
Cut it out now. Aisha, roll over. She's fighting me. Aisha, cut it out now. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
I will turn around. I'll turn around now.
No, you're not. Oh man! Oh, you were being unruly, and now they mazed you.
661. Taser. No, okay. Aisha, back up now. Back up.
She literally caught. Right. She elevated the situation so much that she needed to. Like, she did not need to do this. What a fucking unruly. See, this is why people have issues with these people. And this is why people get mad at cops, because these people act like fucking retards. Get the fuck. Get the fuck out. You deserve to be in the back of the police car too if you're gonna fucking help this retard.
Get in the car. In the car now. No, I cannot. Get in the car.
Man, just get in the car, okay? We can work this out later. Just get in the car, okay?
Can you please put the handcuffs in front of me?
No,
Get
in the car.
Please put the handcuffs in front of me. No, they never put their handcuffs in front of people. Well, that's too bad. You're fat. You're gonna have to deal with it. Well, maybe don't be fat next time. You fucking fatty.
Can you stop, please? Well, then she should have listened to me. I gave her every option I could. Yeah. Ma'am, come here. You got pepper spray all over you. You have pepper spray all over you. You have pepper spray all over you.
The Holy Spirit will cover me. The Holy Spirit will cover me.
Jesus is not going to take the pepper spray off of you.
He will take it away. He's my Savior.
I get that, and I respect that, but he's still
I'm a
taking that off of you.
Pentecostal. This is our sister that knows exactly what's going on. Okay,
Come here.
Kim, okay. It's my first time seeing this. I come together and I knew I couldn't. Kim, I'm talking to the officer, Kim. Kim, sir.
Can all of y'all just go to the back of your car?
Kim.
Where's she at? She's car. You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Get the probes out already?
Not yet.
Okay. We need to get those out.
Yeah.
Once you get gloves on, we'll get that taken care of.
Yeah, basically, when you get pepper spray on, you do not want to fucking, you don't want to touch your fucking eyes or face at all.
Put it down.
At a what?
A plant.
Oh, wow.
She wouldn't empty her pockets out, wouldn't put anything down.
She was behind the counter?
No, I got her to
So that's why the cop gave her a bunch of like paper and right,
Yeah.
the alcohol or with the
was a medium. She's super signal 20.
the hand sanitizer.
Aisha?
I think so.
Aisha? It's Deputy Bats, okay? You're not going to give me a problem again, are you? We're going to pull you out. You got. Did she get pepper spray too?
Yeah, she got pepper spray.
We need to contain her.
Yep.
Or I'll detain. Let's get medics to do
Yep,
that. Don't give us no problems, all right? That's what we're going to do right now.
Need those.
Why?
Is that her ID?
This is just her cards.
Okay, I need her ID card.
Is that her ID? We don't care about that.
I need to go talk to them anyway.
We don't care about her credit cards. We need her ID.
Oh, she used to work here.
As of tonight, no more.
Okay. Who was here for the whole thing? Is it you?
I get one. That's I ain't gonna call the cops because I know she got something wrong with her.
Yeah. What's your first name?
Yeah. Hey, I thought she was gonna beat me up.
Alright, so she comes in, what happens?
Alright, so she came in first. I said, "Oh, what you doing here?" And she walked up here and placed herself. I little girl playing.
I can't really hear. It's a little muffled.
I scanned the drink and I said, "That's all you wanted." She's like, "Oh, I bought this at Publix." She started singing. I'm like, "Why are you singing? I got customers." She continued singing, so I just, all right, whatever. I was like, "You're tripping right now." So I just took the other customers on the other lines. 5 minutes go by. I keep on telling her. I'm like, "Yo, you gotta go. You gotta go. What are you doing here? Is it because I stink? Is it because I do that?" I said, "You know anything? Like you're just being annoying. Like you're just making a scene." So I called her, told her what was happening. She called her auntie. So the auntie comes like 10 minutes later, 10, 15 minutes later. Auntie tried to get.
So she's worked here and she's a regular, but it seems like she was trying to steal shit and probably.
It was a pack right here.
Right.
Yeah, she goes back from a pack of cigarettes she opened, I guess, and walks back there and lights it on the grill.
She lit a cigarette on the grill?
Yeah, that's a lit flame over. And I was like, "Yo, you gotta stop."
I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna use your sink if you don't mind real quick. I got pepper spray all in my hands.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
No, man, it's all good. That's what we train for.
That's a big girl.
Yeah. And I really didn't want to hurt her. I appreciate y'all. Let me use that sink.
Sir,
Ma'am,
can you speak to me? I wasn't there.
I know you were.
Okay,
You
can you
gotta
speak to
give me
me?
a second and let me do my job, okay?
Okay, I just want to
promise
tell
you.
what goes, because I stand right there and see.
Okay. They already told me everything as well, okay? Just please give me a second.
Okay.
Okay? I promise you I'll come talk to you. I promise. Super single woman, comes in, she used to work here, comes in, she's doing all kinds of weird stuff, trying to buy stuff. They tell her, you need to get going, there's people behind you. She starts getting argumentative, comes behind the counter, steals 4 packets of cigarettes.
Burglary and petty theft.
They told her 3 times not to come behind the counter.
Yeah.
So she does it anyways, steals 4 boxes of cigarettes. She then proceeds to light the cigarette on the open flame grill where they cook their food and stuff. That's when the aunt shows up, I show up, she's trying to calm her down, they're not listening to me. She got all this stuff in her pockets, a big pot in her hand. I got one hand behind the back, trying to get the pot out of her hand.
A pot? Like a planter pot?
Yes.
Okay.
So we eventually
A pot? Like a planter pot? See, he's even like, wait, what?
So I eventually go to the bushes and the ground. She starts trying to hit me, so that's when I stand up, pop her.
This is so
Has a
good.
little effect, try to hit her again, it misses. She gets back up, and that's when I spray her.
Okay. And then what, took her down after that?
Eventually she just stopped, put her hands on her back.
So it sounds like you got burglary, petty theft, and resisting.
All right, will you come help me?
Oh,
Your mom.
3 charges.
I said to stop now.
You
They're
guys,
trying to
get
fight.
your hands
3
off.
charges apparently.
Fight and argue with me and my daughter.
Don't let it escalate, please.
Wait, what is that?
Don't escalate them, don't.
Wha-
Please, in Jesus' name.
Jesus' name! Wait, what is even happening? I don't even know what's happening. Now the family members are getting mad. She's just like, oh, shit's gonna get wild.
Why is she so mad?
What is going on?
Leah, what's his name?
He's mad because she said, don't call the manager.
No, because you might have to finish the
That's
shift.
the voice. That's the voice. Oh my God. That's the voice.
No
Why
boy.
do y'all call me first?
Oh,
I'm from the city too. We get my back. But don't get the right to have her own fucking dog in my wife in the face. And
oh, is this the owner?
That's the assistant manager?
Oh,
What's he so mad about?
because he mad because we all took her from jump. Don't call Connie. Connie sleep.
This is Connie.
No, that's Stephanie. I already called her.
Connie's the main manager?
I already called her earlier. She said she was going to sleep, so I was like, nobody mess with her. And then he went ahead and called her. And then next thing you know, he wanted Stephanie mad because Stephanie, the manager, she's here. She's just the manager. So she's talking and telling like, bro, why'd you call her? So now she's gonna make a big, he making a big scene.
Because you're the assistant has to walk out of the store right
Hit
now.
her faces. She got his face. Say, yo, stop. I'm trying to break it up. She's smacking everybody. The daughter getting offended. They yelling and arguing like, we trying to de-escalate it. Keeps on going off, talking about like, it's not even a big deal. You're making it big, but he's taking it from here. And then,
basically they're ghetto behavior.
What are your questions? What do you got?
No, not you.
Literally ghetto behavior.
Okay, I'm Marcy. My name is Marcy.
Fucking
Marcy.
just getting mad for no reason, just trying to cause issues.
The Vines.
The Vines.
She's under arrest right now.
Yeah. Wait.
She's gonna be taken to the jail.
No. But,
Yes, she is.
I'm sorry. I mean, when I say no, I don't mean no to you. But I was paying for it.
Paying for
The
what?
two cigarettes she took.
Okay. But she was told not to come behind the counter 3 times. She went behind the counter, and she took items
Because
from
she's
behind
not
the counter.
sir. Okay.
If we give a pass to everyone that said I'm not right in the head,
That is true.
Okay.
I'm
I
not a
understand
nurse.
that.
I'm a CNA, just to say. So, but I worked here for 13 years, so I know exactly what you're
So-
saying. But I'm saying medically,
Yep.
she is medical.
so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna transport her to the jail. She's placed under arrest, and she'll be Baker acted at the jail.
Yeah, at the jail.
Yep.
She's borderline single 20, I believe, yes. She did used to work here. It sounds like she's going to have burglary for going behind the counter, petty theft. She stole a whole bunch of packs of cigarettes, and either resisting with or resisting without
I
violence.
just need to get her 43, and I'll be able to leave. I can't figure out what her name is or her address.
They don't. Do they know her or something?
They do, yes, ma'am.
But they don't know her name, or they're
They
just
do.
not
It's
giving
just
it.
this is how difficult it's gonna be.
They don't know how to spell her name, and she doesn't really have ID on her.
All right, they're closed for right now. Give us like 15, 20 minutes. Gas pumps are still open, yeah. I think they're open. Okay, perfect.
She's been decontaminated by medics, but then she's like requesting saline, which is salt water, to clean her eyes. I told her we're not going to do that.
She got pepper sprayed and tased.
She got pepper sprayed and tased.
Tased and then pepper sprayed.
I don't know what order. I think tased first, I'm not sure.
And we don't have her information yet.
No.
If she used to work here, they don't know her name.
That's what I just told Brown. He should, because the assistant manager's here.
Do they know her name inside? Yeah, I got it. Okay, so what's her name?
Manisha Fletcher.
Can you spell everything for me?
M-A-N-E-S-I-A. Hey, what's your birthday? 0 what? 909? That's what year were you born? 909? Okay, that.
Did you taser
Nine-
then sprayer or sprayer then
Taser
taser?
then sprayer.
So did you witness what happened?
90, basically
Let me
90s,
just get your
I'm guessing August
She wanted. She want me to get the plant, but he wouldn't allow me to take it. He said,
or
"Let her get the
October,
plant."
sorry.
She want me to get the plant, but he wouldn't allow me to get the plant. And maybe that would calm her down.
plant?
A plant. Yes, it's right here.
What is the plant from?
So he had her here, and with that, while she was here, she keeps saying, "Take the plant, Auntie, come." I said, "I can't, baby, I can't."
So the female that was here and all that happened with, she currently works here?
No,
Did
not
she
well.
work
She
Monday?
was. She was currently working here up until this happened.
Okay, so she was a current employee.
She was a current.
Okay, so
She was.
So
But
she
after
has
that
some
behavior,
issues,
we
some-
can't trust her on the shift.
she has
so.
some medical issues or something?
Yeah, well, I didn't know. He said she just had brain surgery or whatever. I
Okay.
didn't know. I worked with her at Answer Phone years ago.
Are you guys
She's a
wanting to
good
press
worker.
charges for the theft, or is it of your opinion that it would be maybe better if we just put her under a Baker Act? And okay, I think with her still currently working here, and I know the way the information was provided to us may have not been provided correctly, but I don't feel like there should be any
Criminal charges?
charges. Not if she just had brain surgery
I mean,
and.
he told her multiple times not to come behind the counter.
I know, but the problem is she mentally is not able to understand that, and she does work here. So if she has something going on mentally and medically, and she typically does go behind the counter, then I could see where that would maybe be an issue. That's my opinion. We can talk about it after. But
He said his mama and grandma gonna come spin the block. He threatened. I ain't threatening you. Leo, sir, you know what, y'all?
He's going out.
You clock out. Go. Let's go. You already know
his mom, and she's a manager here as well.
That's just his mother coming in.
Hi, Manisha.
She was
that
just
how you
like,
say your name?
"You're a fucking problem. Let's go. You're an issue."
I want to get a picture of you as well as where the taser probe hit you. Okay? We can't move the handcuffs, but we're going to get you moving it real quick here. Somebody shine on. Just stay right there. Okay? Nope, you're not getting out. Just keep your feet in there.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to
No,
stand
ma'am.
up.
I'm going to just take a picture.
You can't see under my shirt.
And then where did the taser probe hit you?
Under my shirt. You gotta
Under
lift
your
it
shirt?
up. You want me to lift it up for you?
No, you guys know. You're all right.
Somebody wrestled me. I'm
You're
sure
all
he
right.
doesn't mind touching my clothes. I'm not that funky, am I?
No, but we have our protocol, so.
Come on, coconut ain't that bad. Am I?
Well, and I don't
If
want
am, I don't want
you might not want what's on my hands. Who knows?
Yeah, if I don't have their hands, then I don't want to get it.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
that's
we
why
should
I'm
be
putting
careful.
gloves on. Not because of any other reason.
Gloves on. That's a good
So,
idea.
what current medication are you taking?
The current medication that I was given by the doctor, that I was told was a doctor.
Yeah.
All right.
What have you been diagnosed with? Do you know?
I was diagnosed with,
That's the only thing?
that's what I was diagnosed with.
Okay.
It was also telling me to go see a psychologist.
Okay.
Okay, so she does have.
I guess my insurance
It seems like she does have mental issues, but for whatever reason, she was just not
I
complying.
didn't get a job at the time. I just got a job.
You were working here?
I wasn't working here yet, and I didn't have any finances to pay for
Okay.
it. I didn't have any
You want to just lean back a little bit and I'll lift your shirt? And,
I don't mind my hands, though. These clothes.
is that where it hit you right there?
Seriously, never done.
Is that the only one? Is that the only one right there on your...
My knee. Did you see my knee?
That happened when you guys fell to the ground?
Yeah, and it hit me, I believe, up here at the top somewhere. I think you might have to pull my shirt all the way down to see if it fits
Upper, basically, she got hit upper chest area.
It's okay.
It hit me on this side and on this side.
All right, so lean back again. Let me look at this side.
So it hit me on both sides.
I don't see anything on that side. Maybe on your leg or no?
It hit me in my upper area.
She got hit, but
We can
it.
also take pictures of the jail.
I
if
don't
we
think
need to.
I don't think that it was like on her shirt or
I
something.
can't take the handcuffs off you, unfortunately. Because of what happened, we can't. We're not going to take handcuffs off of you. But he's gonna get you to the jail as quickly as possible. Do you remember what happened?
I remember I was in there. I took a cigarette. The guy told me to empty my pockets. I asked him why I needed to empty my pockets because I told him I was going to pay for my cigarettes because I
But
asked
you
for
don't
cigarettes.
smoke.
I don't smoke yet.
So
I don't smoke socially. I have not smoked before, but I know I smoke.
Okay, so something was telling
So
you
I
to smoke?
tried to smoke.
Okay.
I tried to get a cigarette. I asked the clerk to get me one, and he refused.
Basically,
So
she
I
tried
got
to
there,
force
but I did offer to pay.
in a
Yeah, I
sense.
wasn't going to refuse to pay because that's stealing. And I've been
See,
trying
this
to do
is
my best to not
this is
steal.
what happens with right
And he said no, he wasn't going to do that for me.
people with mental conditions. Sometimes Like,
so did you?
they try to forcibly take
So
stuff.
basically, I'm the sergeant who's on duty. Okay, so I don't.
Like
I'm not here to
literally
talk to you about,
steal,
the charges
like
or what you're being charged with.
kleptomaniac
I'm
shit.
not here to talk to you about what occurred, why you were pepper sprayed, why you were tased.
I'm telling you.
Do you know why all that happened?
Yeah, the whole thing happened with Park, with the cashier, and then they called the police on me after I smoked a cigarette. Like I said, I was still offering to pay, but my payment was refused because they just wanted to call the police on me to get me out of there. When the cop got there, he said,
Well,
"If I
she
could,
feels
I could
attacked because
right now." So I said no. If you have reason why you need to do that, he said because I said so.
Right,
So that's
there's
not a
obviously
reason,
two
and the reason
stories.
why I need to enter my
Right,
pocket
she's
is
gonna
because I
tell
didn't
her
do
story, and
anything.
then right,
Like
the
if you're gonna
employees
charge
are
me for
gonna kill
trespassing, just
her.
say so and I'll leave. But I didn't do anything. Why should I empty my pockets if I hadn't done anything wrong? I asked him again to give me a reason
Because
why
you
I need to empty
stole
my pockets,
shit.
and I'll empty my
Because
pockets
they
for
don't
you.
know if you stole more shit.
If you don't empty
That's
your-
why they asked
you
that.
told me if I didn't empty my pockets,
Also, they
then
don't want
I'm
you to
gonna go attack
fucking
you.
stick them with something if you have like a knife or something
So I want to ask
or a
you some
gun.
questions about what happened with the officer. So did he
Everything
read
is
you?
on video.
Did he read you your rights already?
He did not read me my rights.
Okay.
He did not
He
read
hasn't
my rights
asked
or
you any
anything.
questions,
He hasn't
though.
asked me any of my questions.
Yeah.
He hasn't asked me anything. He did not read me my rights.
Well,
Okay,
because
I'm
you
just
were
gonna read
freaking
you
the
my
fuck.
rights. I can ask you a couple
my rights
questions.
because
Why have to?
I wasn't read my rights when I got handcuffed.
Well, you don't
so
have
I
to
know
be.
this is illegal.
Yeah, no, you don't have to be. It's once we ask you questions about the crime that was committed,
And
okay?
you already asked me questions about
No,
the
ma'am,
crime
I asked you,
before
I
my
told
rights
you
were
why I
read.
was here, and that I wanted to talk to you about what occurred with the deputy. You
When I was-
provided the
when
other
I was-
information, okay?
when I was wrestled to
So
the ground
I'm gonna read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent.
when I was wrestled to the
Anything you
ground,
say can and will be used against you in a
tasered
court of
and
law.
pepper sprayed, my
You have
rights
the right
were
to
not
talk
read
to
to
a
me.
lawyer and have him be present
So,
with you while you're being
I need these
questioned.
handcuffs removed.
You need to see who?
I need these handcuffs removed.
No, your handcuffs won't be removed. Who just turned? Can I see your light? If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights and not answer questions.
I like how she's trying to get
You
out of
understand
it at
these
the
rights
same
that I read
time.
to you?
Like,
No,
she,
because I was
Okay, well then I'm not going to talk to you, okay? Put your legs back in.
well, yeah, fuck around and find out, lady. I mean, I hate to say it, even with mental conditions, that's not a defense. Obviously, that only holds up in court. So if you have a legal medical condition, you can get that sorted out when you get to the courthouse. Will you? I mean, given all that shit, yeah, no. Put the pot on the ground! And they're all like, don't tase her, she's sick. What does that fucking happen? That doesn't mean shit. Oh yeah, there you have it. I mean, she was fighting, right? All right, let's see. Let's see the next one with the Long
At
Crime
least
Network.
9 teenagers are now charged with murder. They're accused of being part of a plot
Oh,
to
they're
lure a
all
fellow
charged
teenager
with
to a place
murder?
where someone he knew was waiting with a gun.
Conspiring
And all of
to
this
murder,
is
or
allegedly
well,
over a girl.
they're
Right now, we know the
accomplices,
names
I
of
guess.
5 people who are facing charges in this story, and when we were researching the newest names to be added to the list of suspects in this case, we were shocked with what one of the teens now charged with murder had apparently posted on her social media not too long ago. We're on the case presented by
Wait,
Law
she
and
just
Crime.
posted
I'm
not
Christian.
too long ago? Oh shit.
I have an update for you today on a story that we have been following out of South Carolina. It is a story of a group of young people who allegedly, according to police, came together to lure a fellow teenager to a place where he would be murdered. And all of this was allegedly over something that I think we can all agree, in the grand scheme of life, does not really matter, and that is teenage romance. This story has become even bigger since our first episode on this case, which was back in June. And it involves the man you see here, Trey Wright. He was just 16 years old. On June 24th, police say they found him with multiple gunshot wounds around 11:30 p.m. along a country road in South Carolina. Before I get to the new suspects in this case, and
multiple
one of them allegedly
gunshot
posted on
wounds?
Facebook,
What
let's
the
get you
fuck
caught up
happened
to
to that
speed on how we
dude's
got to this
chin?
point. This is Devin Raper. He
That
is the
dude's
man
chin
who
looked like he
police
got
say fired
punched
the
or
bullets
fell
that
down
killed
and
Trey
like
Wright.
ate
Raper
shit.
appeared to try to put on this bad boy persona on social media. He has a TikTok that's still public, and you can see some of the pictures like this one here, where he's flipping the bird at the camera, and he has the caption, "I wish we never met. I wish you would have stopped giving me missed signals, but
I mean,
you
that's
stopped because I'm trying to get to know your friend right now." Now, Trey, it appears,
southern
knew his
tang,
alleged
yeah,
killer.
I guess.
They both followed each other on TikTok, but they were not friends. According to police, they were reportedly at odds over
that
a
southern
girl at the time of
tinge.
Trey's murder. Now, it's unclear if this is the girl that they were fighting over. Her name is Gianna Kirstenmacher, and she was reportedly Trey Wright's girlfriend. The 17-year-old is charged with orchestrating his murder. The Florence County Sheriff's Office says that Kirstenmacher knew that there was a rivalry between Trey Wright and Devin Raper, and deputies say that she drove Raper to meet Wright on the night of his murder, quote, knowing that Raper was armed and that there would be a confrontation for violence likely to lead to death based on statements made in her presence. Now, she was initially facing a charge of accessory before the fact, and she was denied bond at that time, but her charges have been upgraded. She is now facing a charge of murder in connection to the death of Trey Wright, yet she's now out of jail. She was released on bond under strict conditions. Now, Raper is being held without bond. He is the one who allegedly fired the shots in this case. At his first court appearance, he tried to argue for himself in front of the judge. This is how it went down. This video per WBTW.
I did not do none of this. There was 4 more people.
I'm not here to try.
I understand that.
I'm not here to try your case, but you can speak to law enforcement and you can also talk to her.
Before I get to the new suspects in this case, it's important to know that Raper was known to the criminal justice system. He was arrested in August of last year on a charge of being an accessory after the fact to felony or murder, and he was released from jail in November, and then the charges were dismissed in February of this year, according to WBTW. Now, you heard Raper in that court video claiming that other people were involved in what happened, saying that there were 4 more people that were in the vehicle with him. Now, it's unclear who he specifically is talking about, but this week, police arrested 3 more teenagers. Here are their mugshots. Their names, Corinne Belviso, Hunter Kendall, and Sydney Kearns. All 3 are now facing charges of murder. Now, it appears Belviso and Kirstenmacher were members of the same cheerleading team at a high school in Myrtle Beach. Arrest warrants that we received from the Florence County Sheriff's Office show that these new teenagers to be added to the list of suspects are accused of bringing Raper to the scene, knowing that he was armed and knowing there would be a violent confrontation. And Trey Wright is apparently no stranger to these new suspects. And what
So they
one of the
knew
new
he was.
suspects posted on social
They knew
media
he was
about Trey
bringing
Wright
a.
really
They knew he
shocked us. Here
was.
it is.
They had.
We
He
found
had a
social
weapon.
media of Corinne Belviso,
And then, so
now
they brought
facing
their.
a charge of
That's.
murder. On June 25th, which is the
shady.
day after Trey Wright was killed, this is what she posted on her Facebook page. It is a link to the GoFundMe page for Trey Wright saying, quote, "They've made a GoFundMe to help Trey's family. If you're able to donate, anything will help. Trey was one of my friends. We're heartbroken. To know him was to love him. LLT." That stands for Long Live Trey. That has become a battle cry for people who are remembering him, honoring him, and calling for justice after his death. Before I get back to this episode of On the Case, I need to take a moment and talk about our partner and sponsors at Morgan & Morgan. This is a law firm that is the largest injury law firm in the country.
Morgan
They have
&
more than
Morgan.
1,000 attorneys, and they win a lot. They've click the link below.
There you have it.
Now, Belviso has a lawyer who is not holding back and saying that she's innocent. He told WPDE that his client is innocent, saying, quote, "It's really simple. She's not guilty of anything. We've hashed through the stories. She's talked with police. I'm shocked she was charged, and I will defend this case with every breath I have. She's not guilty of anything." Belviso and Kearns, 2 of the new teenagers who were just arrested and charged in this case, they have been released from jail. They were granted $20,000 bonds. Hunter Kendall was denied bond, and he is still in jail at the time of this recording. According to WP...
Also, with him having that injury, right? It looks like he got into a scuffle with him, right? With that chin injury. That looks like a bad chin
have been
injury.
arrested and
Or he
charged
got
with
fucked up
murder in the death
while
of
running
Trey
away
Wright,
from the
which brings
cops.
the number at the time of this recording to 9 people who have been charged in connection to Trey Wright's death. We have reached out to the Florence County Sheriff for the names of these new suspects and information on their arrests. At the time of this recording, they have not gotten back to us. Joining us now from South Carolina to talk about this case is Tyler Bailey, civil rights and criminal defense attorney. It's always great to have you on Law and Crime. What do you make? I mean, 9 suspects in this case, all charged with murder in the death of Trey Wright. What stands out to you in just how law enforcement is going about this investigation?
Well, first, just on a human level, it's a tragedy, especially when you have young people involved in gun violence and loss of life like this. And the first thing that went to my head was that this is kind of an unprecedented way to use the hands of one, hands of all jurisprudence, which is something that's used often in South Carolina involving gun crimes or possession of drugs. But I haven't seen it much with murder, especially when you have 9 young people. And it also appears to be a way for the local government and sheriff's office to probably combat youth violence, looking at a way to send a message that, young people and kids, teenagers, schools starting back, don't assist people who have firearms and are about to engage in altercation, because you have 9 kids or young adults, some teenagers, some 18 or older, who actually helped the accused get to the victim, and the victim tragically lost his life. So it's really unprecedented on those fronts. And then the bail also seems to be low. Because these are serious allegations the kids or young people, let me rephrase that, are charged with, but the bond does not seem indicative of the seriousness of the crime, which leads me to believe that this could be a way or a tool to get them all involved in the case by law enforcement and then possibly work out deals south from there.
Yeah, because it's from what we know, several of the suspects have been released on $20,000 bonds. The man, Devin Raper, who is accused of firing the shots, he is still being held without bond. What will prosecutors have to prove in these cases of the associates of the person they say fired the shots? What will they need to prove if they were to take these to trial?
They'll need to prove that the associates knew that the accused was going to the location with the intent to commit murder of somebody. And they're using the fact that they assisted him. They knew that he had a weapon and they knew he was going to the altercation, but they're going to need to prove there was intent on the front of the associates that this was going to occur, which is tough. Providing assistance, accessory before the fact of the crime is easier to prove than it is actually that they all participated in the murder with the intent, knowing that the accused was going to go there and he was going to commit a murder by shooting the victim who tragically lost his life. And that's a steep hurdle for the prosecution to make here.
Because Gianna Kirstenmacher, who is reportedly the girlfriend of the victim, and she was the first co-suspect with Devin Raper who was arrested, and it was believed that she was the one, according to law enforcement, who orchestrated this, knowing that the two of them were at odds, that Devin Raper was armed, and that she was bringing Devin Raper to meet Trey Wright, and then it ends in sadly, Trey Wright's death. And originally she was charged with accessory before the fact, and now she is facing a charge of murder. What is the difference between the two?
Accessory before the fact means that they provided assistance to the defendant or the accused here to further his ability to commit the crime. Accessory after the fact is when they provide assistance afterwards with knowledge. But accessory before the fact means that she knew that he was going to go there and he wanted to, use his firearm to engage in murder or attempted murder or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, he was right. He went there looking for a fight. Yeah, that's basically essentially
means that
just
she went
looking
there
to
and
kill
actually
someone.
helped him commit the murder. It's a little difference. It's a legal distinction. I think that the sheriff in the interview that I saw, he said that he was very methodical in speaking with the solicitor's office and investigators before upping the charges to murder for her as well. Accessory before the fact to me seems easier. And also is something that this case could be pled down to maybe if they dismiss the murder charges later.
Because you think of some of the other people involved, and we don't know, we have arrest warrants that kind of say the same thing as Gianna Kirstenmacher's arrest warrant, where it was they knew, according to this, that Devin Raper had a gun and he was going to go to Trey Wright, and they knew that there was going to be an altercation that was going to lead to his death. And then there's also reportedly video of what happened, which that hasn't been released to the public as of yet. But in the case of Devin Raper, and he's accused of being the person who fires the shots, how much do the other cases, the 8 other people, does their case kind of hinge on Devin Raper? Because let's just say if he was able to be found not guilty in this for whatever reason, how does that impact then the other people who have been charged with murder if they're not the ones who are accused of firing the shots?
It'll be nearly impossible to charge the others with murder if the accused is acquitted at trial or if this case is dismissed. I mean, the evidence seems to be pretty strong that, he fired a gun and he killed the victim here, but the other ones are being charged from what we can see based off the warrants right now for providing the assistance and helping orchestrate the murder. If he's acquitted, then there's no way that his associates or his friends or whatever you want to call them, who are also charged with murder, could be charged because the main culprit, the shooter, would be found not guilty, acquitted, or have the charges dismissed.
At the beginning, you said kind of I forget what particular the phrase was, but when as someone who knows the law in South Carolina, how does this, and I know in a lot of ways this is unprecedented, but what are some of the similar situations you've seen where it has been, a case like this has been prosecuted in the way that the Florence County prosecutors and the sheriff's office seem to be going about it?
Hands of one, hands of all typically goes like this. You'll have somebody, let's say, driving a car and there's marijuana in the car. The officers pull over the driver of the vehicle, and everybody in the car is charged with, possession with marijuana with the intent to distribute or trafficking marijuana. It can also be used with gun possession, where there's a gun in the vehicle and somebody is not authorized to be carrying the gun in the vehicle, and everybody's charged with being in possession of the firearm.
Because
this is
right,
different. This right here is a murder that's committed, and they're saying the hands of the one shooter who committed the murder is sufficient to be the hands of all of his associates who helped orchestrate the murder. That's why it seems to be unprecedented, where this appears to be more of a case of providing assistance before committing the crime for the actual accused to commit the murder, who's the shooter, versus all.
So basically, I guess they're trying to go after the premeditation angle,
We don't know
right?
how they all
They plan this,
committing the
so
murder. I do think that law
everyone
enforcement probably
involved
would
in the
not want to
right, in
overcharge in
the
a
leading
situation
up to the
where,
event,
they risk
right?
the chances
That's
of
how
an
they're
acquittal
going at.
not being
They're
prosecuted.
leading
All of
up
these
to the event,
individuals, and
and
there's still
then
more who could be charged. So there
that
must have been
right,
some
the
strong things that
action
we, as members of the
thereof.
public, do not know about. And I do think I think the sheriff is looking at the public policy here and trying to curb this type of youth violence, whether it's social media, text messages, different communications, and getting or luring somebody to a place where a violent crime occurs by charging everybody with the severe charge of murder here versus something a little lighter like accessory before the fact.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely sends a message because, I mean, just on a human level, to know that all of this was allegedly over some teenage girl dispute, I mean, it's just not worth it. And you think of the lives that have been impacted. Certainly, Trey Wright was somebody who was beloved, and he lost his life. He was just 16 years old. There are some suspects who are under the age of 18, but it appears, have been charged as adults. How does South Carolina typically go about cases where you have very serious charges, but people who are technically minors under the law?
In a case like this, where you have allegations of murder, it's all but certain they'll be charged as an adult. The prosecutor's office has discretion to charge
There you
minors
have it. See,
as
even
juvenile proceedings, which are
right,
handled
not
in family
everyone,
court,
right?
versus
Even
as
though
adults,
that
which are
these
handled in our court criminal sessions, which is
kids are
felony
still
criminal court.
young,
And here,
right?
because of the
They
allegations of
did
murder,
a
loss of life, and
adult
what they did
crime,
and
so
going
they
about
will be
orchestrating the crime,
charged
the
as an
prosecutor's
adult
office, in conjunction with the sheriff, elected to charge everybody as adults here,
in
which
a
seems
sense.
appropriate given the nature and loss of life.
How common is it that you see someone charged with murder? We were talking about bond a little bit earlier, but to get specifically into it, for someone to have that murder charge in South Carolina but be released on a $20,000 bond?
Not common at all. That's why it seems like this is almost, I'm not going to say slap on the wrist, but a show of force, but not the actions that follow it regarding the bond doesn't seem appropriate. $20,000 bond on murder charge usually does not happen. You'll have bond being denied more frequently.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
several bond
crazy.
hearings. If the trial is taking longer to get to a jury, you may have situations where they may grant bond or set a speedy
$20,000
trial
bond for a
things
murder.
like GPS monitoring, home
Yeah,
confinement,
especially when
periodic
they're
check-ins.
right.
But
They
$20,000
could be a
bond
danger to
is something that you
society,
see
and then
on
you just let
drug
them
cases,
go, like
maybe
for free,
even
basically.
some bad DUIs, not on a murder charge. So I do understand that the others who are also accused of or being charged with murder here may have not been the shooter, but they've been
Obviously,
charged with murder.
they still have
So
their
just given the
court
seriousness
case,
of the
but at the
allegations,
same
chance of
time,
being a flight risk,
you don't,
just because of the
yeah,
nature of the
you don't
allegations.
know if
I
they're
know they're
gonna
young,
try
potentially have parental
anything
involvement.
in
You would still think
between
it would be
their
more
court
appropriate to have a
case
bond that seemed
or
more in
waiting
line with
for
the
their
charges that
court
they're accused of.
case, right?
Because if even
Because
someone
that's a
doesn't have
long
great
time
financial
waiting.
means and
That's
you're
like
facing a
they have
$20,000
to
bond,
wait
I mean,
like
what would you
over
the
6
least amount
months
that you would have to post to be able to get
sometimes,
out of jail
right?
if you're facing that type
Maybe
of bond?
even 2 years.
I mean, with a 10% surety bond, you
So
can
it's
get a
like,
bondsman
yeah,
put up 7%.
you don't
Family
know
can
in
put
that
up
time frame
3%.
what
So
they're
you're
gonna
looking at
do.
that
So that's
10%
why
of
they're like,
20,000.
oh
I'm not
yeah,
a mathematician,
that's
but we
why
have
low
2,000 and
bonds
10%
like that
back.
are so
200. You
sketchy.
have situations where somebody puts up what $600, and then the bondsman puts up the
Because
rest.
they
Then you
could
have fingerprints
relapse
on it.
and
So
cause
a
another crime.
$20,000 bond is really nothing for a murder charge. It's easy for somebody to take care of that. Something more appropriate could have been a $250,000 bond if you're going to give one, just because their age that they are, and even then. In most counties, people, the phrase of catch and release is something that's big here, where people are accused of violent crimes, but they're out on bond quickly. And that's something that seems to be the case here because you have murder charges, although they're young, although they may have not been the shooter, the
have
state
that in
neglected to
California,
charge
too.
them with that high crime. So it's a little odd here, and we'll see what that looks like regarding the local community, how they feel about it moving forward.
Yeah, I know that there was just from some local media reports some criticism of the bonds being so low. I don't know if you saw it. Devin Raper, who's the man accused of firing the bullets, at his first court appearance, he started pleading his case in front of the judge. It was just an arraignment. The judge told him to stop. He had said something like, "Oh, there were other people there," and the judge said, "Please talk to your lawyer." Generally speaking, why is it that it is not a good idea and it's not advisable for a suspect to do that in open court?
Well,
Early
because
the way our South Carolina criminal cases
you
go,
might
you'll
say
have a bond
something that's
hearing,
gonna
which
fuck
is the
you
first
over.
time that accused is before a judge, and that's simply to look at what type of bond should be set. It's not to go into the underlying allegations of the crime, and then the accused has the right to remain silent. Anything that could be used against it could be used at the trial of this case, and a bond hearing is not the time for the defendant to
Yeah,
start testifying
and
about the
yeah,
facts
it's a
of it.
bond hearing.
Everything that he said
Right,
is
if
on
you
the
want
record
to,
about there
right,
were
if you
others
want
there,
to
or
plead
was it
your
like
case,
how
you can
it's
wait
being
till
portrayed
later.
to be, and that could be used by the prosecution later, and the judge is
Yeah,
trying to caution
basically save
him of that, to
save it
listen
for
to your
later.
lawyer,
That's
let your lawyer do
not
the
what they're
talking,
doing
because you
right
could
now.
jeopardize your case, even if it's something that you think is insignificant that's said before a
Right,
judge.
I think that's the issue with some people. Some people think they can systematically like fast track, right, some of the stuff that goes on in like court proceedings, and it's like, yeah, no. Sorry, you're gonna have to play by the rules and play the long game.
Under oath, and you don't even know what's all in discovery yet. So it's always advisable for accused to listen to the counsel of the lawyers. Only talk when and if you take the stand later on, and let your lawyer do the talking for you.
Yeah,
And I'm sure a good amount of
that
heartburn
too.
for a
If you're
defense attorney
not
if you see
there
a,
to
see a
talk
client
about
start
pleading
speaking
your
in the
case,
middle
why the
of
fuck
a
are you
bond
even
hearing,
trying?
like what we saw Devin Raper
You're
do.
just there
Knowing
to
that
do
all
cleanup
these other
on like
cases
other
hinge in a lot of
matters
ways on how
that
this
has
case
nothing
would
to
play
do
out.
with your case,
What
right?
does the
It's just
timeline look
paperwork
like
stuff.
if these were to keep going forward? What does the timeline look like for how this could be prosecuted?
It's basically
It's going
homework
to take some
stuff that
time.
you have to
We
do.
have a lot of co-defendants who are charged with murder. Of course, the shooter is actually the number one. If this was a organized criminal case, who they're going to be looking to be prosecuted, but everybody else is also charged. There could be more evidence that's collected. You could have plea deals with the associates who may agree to plead to something less. With the condition that they will provide assistance to the government in prosecuting the shooter. So a timeline on this case, easily I could see 2 years before this case going to trial, if it ever goes to trial. This could be a situation, just given their age, there's several options that they could have with whether it's a lengthy probation, charges being reduced to lower offenses of some of them, depending on what role they played. But I doubt that the state is going to want to make this case seem like a slap on the wrist. I think the $20,000 bond that they got early on the case hurts them later on because the public is not going to be pleased if this is just something that seemed to be an overreach by the government, where they charged him with murder, slapped him with a $20,000 bond, and then later gave him probation of like 4 years. That seems like a injustice for the loss of a life if they're going to make charges like this so early in the case.
And what is the process typically? I mean, you as a criminal defense attorney, if you have a client who says, hey, look, if one of these teenagers is ready for a plea deal, they want this to go away, what is the process of how that could play out?
The prosecution is going to be the one who controls it. Criminal defense attorneys are defense for a reason. They don't control everything
it's the prosecutors who are levying the charges against you.
Things are going to be done on the
Right.
prosecution's
If they want to keep
timeline.
prosecuting you
that doesn't
until
mean it could drag
till
on
the
and
very
on
end, they
forever,
can.
5-6 years
But
or
they
something
can,
of that nature.
right.
Is
I
a
guess
very
whenever
long
it's
time, and the accused does have a
whenever
right
they
to
feel
demand a
like
speedy
it,
trial,
basically.
if they believe they are ready to go to
if
trial
they feel like
quickly.
it.
But ultimately, there's a timeline of they're out on bond. The lawyers are working with the state and reviewing and receiving all the evidence, going over that evidence with your client, and then entering plea negotiations from there. They can reach out to see if the prosecution is ready to talk, or the prosecution will reach out on their own time. And if a deal can't be worked out, then you prepare for trial.
All right, we'll see how this case plays out. Definitely, I mean, 9 people at this point. We'll see if any more people are charged. Tyler Bailey, always great to have you on Law and Crime. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law and Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. I'm Chris Stewart.
All right,
We'll
there
see
you
next
have
time.
it. There it is, Law and Crime. If you want to see, right, you could check out, there's obviously more court, right, there's court TV and other court stuff you can watch if you want to see that, and body cam footage. If you want to look that stuff up too on YouTube, or I think you can even search it up on Google and it'll point you to some, like, YouTube channels too. But yep, there you have it.